Hey guys, Jordan here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why you should shoot RAW over JPEG. Now, for those that are new to photography and don't have too much experience with file type, JPEG is a compressed version of a RAW, I guess you would say. So it's a smaller file that doesn't have as much detail, which is fine if the JPEG is your end product. But if you're shooting real estate photography, you're going to likely need to get more detail out of the highlights and boost the shadows so that the interiors on certain spots don't look so dark. And having a JPEG to do that, you're going to be a little bit disappointed when you drop your highlights and there's nothing there, or you boost your shadows and it's nothing but a bunch of grain with not much detail to recover there. So that's the biggest reason to shoot RAW for real estate photography. Now, you can get around the file size with RAW, because if you're looking at a JPEG, it might be 5 megabits to, I don't know, 15 or 20 megabits depending on the resolution that you're shooting at, and a RAW might be anywhere from 50 megabytes or maybe 25 to certain types, all the way up to like 100 megabytes per image. So if you're shooting bracketed shots, that could be, 100 to 300 megabits per set of images. So when it comes down to size, JPEG is much more enticing if you're trying to create the best photos. You're gonna want to shoot RAW. Now, the biggest problems with JPEG outside of highlights and shadows is that you're unable to adjust the white balance natively. If you shoot with a Sony camera, it shoots ARW RAW images or any RAW images, you can adjust the white balance as if you shot it at that white balance. With the JPEG, you can only make it more yellow or more blue, basically, and you're very limited on that adjustment, which is huge for real estate, because a lot of times you're dealing with a lot of white balance issues. Maybe they have tungsten bulbs over here, and then they have some fluorescent bulbs down the hallway, and it's just really hard to manage when shooting JPEG. All right, guys, so those are the main reasons why you want to shoot RAW over JPEG. But if you're confident in your shots and you're not going to have to do any adjustments to your photos, which is highly unlikely when you're shooting real estate photography, you can go ahead and experiment with JPEG. You might be able to make do with it, but my recommendation is to shoot RAW. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you got value out of it, make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you are interested in learning more about the real estate photography business, we actually have a free training if you're interested in checking that out. The link is in the description below. That's going to do it for this one. Reach out if you have any questions. We'll see you guys on the next one.